A new form of government is aimed at ending a decades-long neglect felt by East Portlanders.
The people that have lived here for a long time, we're done with it.
On this year's ballot, Portland is broken up into 4 districts. East Portland, beyond I-205, is District 1. 3 people from each district will sit on city council, making a total of 12 councilors. Here's where it can get overwhelming. 98 people are running for those 12 seats, and these 16 candidates are running for District 1. We caught up with the top 7 candidates for District 1, where this new form of government arguably will be felt the most.
You know, it's like, who are these people?
Here's why they're running.
I am running, well, in part, I just love this part of the city. I grew up in Park Rose. I live in Lentz. I've lived east of 82nd Avenue the majority of my life. I think it's a really special place that has shaped me, and it has not received the investments that it needs or deserves.
I'm running for District 1 because for the first time, East Portland, they have an opportunity and they deserve someone who is going to be relentless in fighting for them and being their champion.
Like a lot of people in Portland, I'm frustrated with the direction the city has gone over the last 4 or 5 years. I see a lot of candidates who are saying exactly the same things that previous city councilors or commissioners have said that haven't worked, in my opinion, and it's time for a different voice on city council.
A lot of perspectives have been missing from local government, whether that's, parents of young kids, first generation immigrants, and so I felt that that was an important perspective to bring too.
We have a lot of fresh talent who are running for city council right now, and while that's really exciting, we don't have a lot of folks who know how to read a zoning map or a budget document. And I have been in community service and public service in Portland for over 20 years. And I think that I might have some very specific, relevant experience to make sure that we can just hit the ground running.
As somebody that was on the Charter Commission and really helped to build this vision for a more equitable democracy in Portland, I'm really running because I want to make sure that it works.
Well, it's important that District 1 have representation that can actually bring an understanding of public safety. That was the biggest thing for me. Somebody that can bring balance, right?
As for the issues most pressing in East Portland,
well, I've been incarcerated.
Public safety, including gun violence, tops the list.
Because I don't think nobody compares to public safety. Even the work we do, you brought up gun violence. Our work and help develop the ceasefire model in our city, the one that we've invested in. So I have an understanding of what it takes to bring resources into community to help stop gun violence.
I'm going to be coming at it at a different level. I'm a small business owner. I am an elected official, former elected official, but I want to make sure that our communities are not just surviving, that we're thriving. Without a doubt, it's economics, it's jobs. We need to make sure that our salaries catch up with the rest of the city.
Definitely public safety, and that means law enforcement. We don't have enough officers to quickly respond in emergencies, and 911 hold times are too long.
Community safety is an important issue to East Portlanders, and I think that goes beyond just, gun violence and crime, right? I mean, earlier this week we had another person get killed on our streets. Our streets are the most dangerous in the entire city, and we just continue to lack infrastructure that's critical to making everybody feel safe.
Also housing and homelessness, so, I serve on the Planning Commission. We need to invest in a diversity of shelter options in order to help move people into a place of stability.
We must urgently address the situation on our streets, get our neighbors into housing, off of sidewalks and parks, and into the services and supports that they need, and actively clean up public spaces.
Another thing for me personally is health equity. So East Portlanders have a life expectancy 10 years less than people living west of 82nd Avenue due to higher rates of gun violence and traffic crashes. And so that is my overall lens for how I view policy.
Go up, say hi to people.
Just days away from the election.
And hopefully they'll vote for Noah for District 1.
They have this message for East Portland voters.
Yeah.
People are putting it off and putting it off. You just have to sit down, pull out that voter's pamphlet, look and see who has delivered for you.
I have been delivering for East Portland for years at this point, whether it was leading on Charter Commission, leading on issues of police accountability and community safety, and as the executive director of an environmental justice organization that is, making sure that East Portlanders are getting the life-saving climate resources that they need.
We didn't just win, we just finally got a seat at the table, and that's fundamentally different.
I think we got some work. There's going to be some fighting, there's going to be some wrestling, but I think ultimately if you spent the last year in this fight fighting, risking and giving up everything to represent the city, I think you're going to bring the best interest to this city.
Well, make sure you get your vote in on time. Obviously, we've seen some really horrible things with people damaging ballots, so make sure if you put your ballot in that it did get to the elections office.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm very excited for this campaign to be over. I mean, it's been a great ride. We're executing well, but it'll be exciting when we reach that milestone for sure.
All right, so a lot of voices there. And again, those are just the top candidates for District 1. There are still 82 other candidates running for the 3 other districts in Portland, so a lot to keep track of. Even behind me inside City Hall, construction is still underway to make room for what will ultimately be 12 councilors, and they will have more power under this new form of government. So again, while it may seem daunting, candidates encourage you, if you haven't voted yet, to sit down with that voter's pamphlet that you should have gotten in the mail and get familiar with who's running in your district. Ballots are due on Tuesday. Christine?